Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome to virtual driving lesson number 5. And in this case, I am driving through a jungle back road. And the goal today is to show you how, and I've chosen, finish that sentence, to show you how it's so hard to drive and text at the same time. So now I've chosen an environment with no lights, no cars, no pedestrians, just a road. So my phone just went off. I'm going to glance at it, which I'm not supposed to do. That's texting and driving. And I'm going 17 miles an hour. Let me get my speed up. Let me try to go at least 30. I mean, that's like traffic speed. Okay. All right. So would you like to hang out today? So here's my buddy who is asking if I'd like to hang out today. So I'm going to grab my phone. Here's my phone. And, you know, I'm an old guy, so I don't text great, right? So I get that. But even if I was the world champion texter with one finger, so would you like to hang out today? Now, I could use voice texting, but you know what? That's still texting, right? I still have to push a button to say voice. Now, if I have it set up for voice texting only, but the problem is I can't read the text that come back. That's called texting and driving. If it was all voice, right? Some people ask, well, what about GPS? Okay, what is this? I have to turn right, left, right, left. GPSs. So GPS can be texting and driving unless you've preset everything. You can't be punching addresses in, nothing. You cannot interact with your phone other than calling and answering and talking. Okay, all right. So in the meantime, my friend has asked me, would you like to hang out today? I'm going to go up this road. Blinker. Okay, yes. Okay, oh, and I'm not going 30, I'm going 13. Yes. Okay, so now I can drive again because that text is over. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm going up the hill, trying to keep my speed around 30. Now it's easy, right? Because I'm focusing on driving. That's awesome. So I think I'm going up to this lookout tower on this island, which is pretty sweet. And I don't want to park. I want to turn around and go back down. Okay, just got a text, incoming text. So it says, would you rather go to Starbucks or Dutch Bros? Okay, so if I was in the city right now, there's no way I could be looking at Dutch Bros. Whoa, okay, whoa. Dutch Bros. Oh, I even spelled it right. Didn't capitalize B, but blinker. Okay, so whew, look at that. Left, over my shoulder, left, and then go. Sweet, that was great. Okay. Now I'm craving Dutch Bros. They want to know if I want to go to stay in my lane. Starbucks or Dutch Bros. Get my speed up near 30. Obviously, you've seen, you know, the topic of distracted driving and texting while driving has almost been overdone, and you know, and I was involved in the texting and driving law and bill when it came here in Idaho, and obviously I have my opinion, and you know, I have my phone with me everywhere I go also, and I can tell you that no matter how responsible you are, I got a text. Did you happen to finish that English essay we had this weekend? Blinker. I need to go blinker. No. I can't type with my left thumb very well. No. Did you? Oh, my hands are totally off the wheel right there. And I stopped. So, now, yeah. You might say, I can do better than that. Yeah, okay. You know, I get it. Yeah, I get it. But, anyway, my discussion was, what was my discussion? Oh, texting and driving. I get it. But you know what? When I was your age, it was drunk driving. So they were always talking about, you know, don't do drugs and drunk driving, drinking and driving, and designated drivers, and they nailed it into our heads, and I get it, right? Drunk drivers, of course, you know me, always productive. Okay, nice. When is it due? When is it due? Question mark. Whew, there's a cliff right there. So distracted driving comes in all forms. I know when windshield wipers came out, people were really, they complained. They said that drivers would not be able to drive with the distraction of wipers. This was like 1920s, I think. And obviously, I believe it was due this coming Friday, or is due this coming Friday. Okay, so I think I'm good there. And as time went on, eating drive-throughs, fast food, there's always been some form of distraction, right? Even friends in your car, distraction. So the key is you have to understand it's a real thing, and that even though drunk driving is still an issue, they've proven that texting and driving is just as dangerous as being drunk. Like your attention, your focus, your abilities are about the same as being drunk. And I'll tell you this: I am less afraid of drunk drivers because I'm sure there are much fewer on the road. Right now it's 10:30 in the morning on a Tuesday. There's probably some people who've already been drinking, but not very. I would say not very many, right? How many of the people on the road right now have their phone with them? Okay, A, compared to a beer or an alcoholic drink, and then B, how many of them will pick up their phone to answer a text, to make an Instagram post, Facebook, whatever, right? So the problem is much, much, much bigger. When smartphones were released, they're such a great thing, but the biggest issue is obviously we don't have the ability to put them down. When I have my phone, or when I forget to put my phone in the trunk or in the glove box, or forget to turn the notification sound off, I can tell you, and I'm not a 13-year-old teenage girl, nothing personal against 13-year-old teenage girls, I still want to glance at it. I still wonder who it is. I wonder if that was, I wonder if it's my friend getting back to me about Starbucks today, or Dutch Bros. I wonder if it's my teacher who was going to give me some feedback on my essay. I wonder if it's, whatever. I'm curious, and it's tough. Now, I'm not glued to it like some people are. Like I can wait, but my point is that I'm still curious. And so when you have that phone right there next to you, it's a temptation that most people can't avoid. So understand that, just understand that, and put it away, right? Or at least turn the notifications off. But still, I'd say put it away. In the driver's ed car, they will expect you to either not bring your, I'm going to pull over, to not, you can see that when I'm making a decision, that my focus goes away a little bit, and I'm a little ADHD anyway. So, but the whole distraction. Do you want pizza or KFC? Tonight's pizza. Oh, so now I can text because I'm not driving. Wow, scattered, right? So I'm not doing this on purpose. I am a little scattered, and yes, I am a little ADHD. But the phone takes your attention off the driving task, and you probably noticed that. And again, I didn't do this on purpose. That when I'm focused on talking and driving, I speak faster, clearer, and more focused. When I am interrupted by something, either a friend or something on the road or a text, and I'm trying to drive this 2,000-pound car down the road. So let me get back to my previous point. Way more texting and driving people on the road than drunk drivers. They're everywhere. And so I'm not so, worried about myself, or you shouldn't be worried about yourself. It's that person who is driving 60 miles an hour and they're answering a text or they're sending an Instagram post, and they run the red light and slam into you, and your life is over because of the phone. So it's scary. It is really a real deal. And it's a great example of me just trying to drive down a typical normal road with really no other distractions. It'd be worse if I had intersections and lights and signs and buses and cars and pedestrians and crosswalks and alleyways and, right? So it takes your full focus. And I don't want to overdo this because you've heard plenty about texting and driving, but you're becoming a driver and you have a choice, and you're either going to be one who texts and drives or you're not. It's that easy. You can't be sometimes. Well, I'll just check it when I'm stopped. Well, I'll just check it, in this situation or that situation. And what we've noticed is, what we've seen is the texting and driving laws started very mild, like you could text at lights, so when you're stopped you could be texting. And what was happening is the light would turn green and people wouldn't notice, and it was slowing traffic down, right? So that was an issue. But now more and more cities are saying, sorry, no phone at all unless you're talking, right? So no texting, whether you're driving or not driving. If you're in the car and you're on the road, and if you're in a parking lot or you're pulled over, fine. But if you're in traffic on the road, you can't text. So that's not statewide yet, but I bet by the time we get to next year, that'll probably be statewide, where there'll be no phone. And I don't know if we'll ever go as far as no phone use at all, but it's getting that way too. So in some cities, you can't even talk on the phone if you're using a hand. So it has to be hands-free. So with a newer car where you have Bluetooth, that's not a big deal. But with an older car that doesn't do that, your phone rings, you can't pick it up. So be prepared for that. Pay attention to what's going on in your town, city, and state overall, so you know what the law is. This is one that's changing all the time. And I can tell you again that I think it's going to be eventually no phone unless you're hands-free. So when you drive, please just drive, because it's me, it's my kids, it's my wife, my friends, and family on the road with you. And I need you to be looking at the road and not at your phone. And you know what? There's no texts that I get. None. Not even a 911 emergency. I just had a heart attack, or grandpa just died, or he's in the hospital. I'm sorry, but can't wait 10 minutes for me to get to my destination, right? Now, if I'm on a road trip and I know my grandpa's in the hospital, I'm going to give my phone to my passenger and say, could you please answer any texts or pay attention to my emails? That's an easy solution, right? But there is no text, no phone call that has to be answered or read while you're driving. All right, so be a responsible driver. I want you, as a graduate of my program, to be the best drivers on the road, and I want you to live a long life and drive a lot of miles on the road and have a blast driving safely. So with that in mind, I'm out of here. I'm going to go do some more driving. Have a great day. I will see you soon.